Hey, welcome to another How to Get the Most Out of MinHub tutorial. My name is Kurt Libby. I'm a pastor and the creator of MinHub apps, and everything part of MinHub is built to help you keep track of all the pieces of ministry so that you can minister well. Today we're talking about allowing anyone to scan into events when you've got people using MinHub portal. So this is QR Code Kiosk Check-In. You probably know that there are 4 different kinds of ministry apps. So we've got kids, youth, college, and groups. And then we've got MinHub Portal, which is for your parents, your students, and your small group members. And in order to use the QR code scan-in an event attendance, you'll need to have a MinHub Sync subscription with the portal add-on. So the only way to do this is that they're connected to your database and they show the QR code and it matches that up with their profile and marks them as present. So you can check that out at minhubsync.com, where you can start a subscription with a 30-day free trial. And that creates a cloud database where it takes what's on your device, moves it to the cloud. And then all of your whole ministry team can connect to that database from their own devices and their own profiles. And your parents, students, and small group members can connect through MinHub Portal right to your database. And they can connect to different ministries if they're a part of different ministries as well. We're going to actually walk through this, starting with MinHub Kids and going up through the age groups. And so I'll show you how this looks in MinHub Portal and then how it works on the kiosk. So here we're going to start with MinHub Kids, and we've got Tom Pickles here, and you'll see that he's got this QR code that we can scan for event check-in. When you open up a profile, it automatically shows, it automatically checks all of the kids as present. So the most common thing is that all the kids come with you. If, for instance, Tommy is sick, you could just tap on Tommy, it'll uncheck him, and it changes the QR code, updates it so that only the other 2 kids will get checked in. So I'll show you how this looks on the kiosk. So here on the kiosk, we've got this little button next to the tap here to search that looks like a little QR code now. So when you tap on that, it activates a camera. And when I go and I scan it, let's see this scanner. Oh, that's right. You'll see it marks Chucky, Angelica, and Tommy. Tommy is not present, but Chucky and Angelica are. And if I hit cancel and just try it one more time, but I actually add Tommy to the list and try to scan it again, you'll see that it marks them all as present. So I can just select first service, select done, and then they're checked in. It's that easy. So in youth, there's 2 different kinds of profiles. This is a parent profile. This is for Frank Lambert. And you can see along here on the bottom, he's got 3 different types of kids that JT and Brendan are his kids. Dean is somebody he's taken care of. But I also wanted to show you if JT, Brendan, or Dean have their own phone, it would just look like this, where it's just going to check in them, where they can actually just check in the one scan in for the one kid. So right here, I've got down at the bottom, Jonathan, Brendan, and Dean, and we'll show you in the kiosk what happens when you check them in. Okay, so here in the kiosk, I've got, normally you would just kind of tap on the kids. It's not too bad if you've got a few kids like this. Once you get a lot of kids, it can be pretty cumbersome to check them all in, and there might be a line. So if you, on the upper left, that little circle that looks like date, and it says the name of the event, if you tap on that, that actually becomes a camera now in kiosk mode. So now if I go scan over there, it automatically marks Brendan, Dean, and JT as there, and then it goes away. And that's it. We also added on the youth one that if you try to uncheck them, it won't let you in kiosk mode, just so it doesn't get messed with. College kids, small groups, that they can be trusted, but sometimes these youth ones need a little more boundaries. So that's it. You just check them in, and then I'm gonna tap on Brendan's name and just scan Brendan, just so you see okay, so that's it. If they happen to scan in and they've already scanned in, it doesn't matter. They're just still checked in. You can't uncheck from the kiosk mode. So that's it for youth. All right, for college, we've got Tim Tebow here. So unlike kids and youth, there's no list of kids at the bottom because college students aren't linked to children. But you'll see here in the key, similar to the youth, where you just tap on that upper left corner and you get the camera, and then you're able to go and scan them, and then it marks Tim as present. So very quickly, you can scan people in. And finally, we've got small groups. We've got Andy Dwyer's profile here where he can scan in. Unlike the other apps, kiosk mode for small groups, for the groups app, there's no kiosk check-in for small groups because they're small groups. It's very easy to find the few people that are there. But we do have it for large group check-in. So you'll know this if you're a group's user. And if you haven't started using it yet, I would encourage you to try it out. But you can create events that are small groups events and large groups events. So maybe you have women's ministry, men's ministry, Sunday morning, some of these bigger, larger events that you have. You could actually take attendance for those as well. So I'm going to come in over here in the kiosk mode, and it's the same. So we're just going to tap on Sunday morning worship, go and scan it, and then it marks Andy as present. So it's that easy. So now the hope here is to help you keep track of all the pieces of ministry so that you can minister well, and hopefully allowing people to quickly scan into your events will make check-in a breeze. If you need help with any of this, please reach out at support@minhubapp.com. If you have any ideas on how we can improve this process in the MinHub apps, please leave a comment below on YouTube. I'd love to hear how it's working for you and how we can improve it in the months and years to come. All right, have a great year.